Welcome, I'm Dr. Janine, Bowring, naturopathic doctor, and today I'm discussing symptoms of Candida and yeast infections. So if this is a chronic issue for you, you definitely want to make sure that you are taking care of things and of course doing things naturally. So the first symptom is overall fatigue. So lack of energy can really be related to a Candida issue, especially if it's chronic and your immune system is now compromised and your body is really not able to mount up that proper energy response, again, because of the chronic Candida. Another symptom would be the craving for sweets. So when you are always going towards those sweet foods, often it's because that Candida is making you crave all of that sugar because it actually thrives and replicates the more that you are eating that sugar. So it's something, yes, in terms of killing that Candida will go a long way to helping you to get over those sugar cravings, as well as a craving for alcohol because of the yeast and because alcohol is fermented, but also because often of the sugar in the alcohol. Again, the Candida organisms love that, and that could be one of the reasons why you're craving it. Another symptom of Candida is brain fog. So when your head has difficulty focusing and you just lack that connectivity in your neurons in the brain, you have difficulty putting your words together and your thoughts together, that brain fog can be related and is a classical symptom of the Candida infection, as well as chronic infections in terms of urinary tract infections, but also yeast infections. Of course, more commonly in women, but men can get it as well. And yes, you can pass them back and forth. And this is something that definitely with chronic yeast issues, you definitely want to address that underlying Candida problem, as well as bad breath. So if you or someone that you know has bad breath, again, this can be related to that chronic Candida. And allergies, so you could be allergic to things in your environment. This often goes hand in hand with that Candida and that overgrowth of the fungal form of this organism. Chronic sinus infections are also a symptom of Candida, and the reason being is that the sinuses are dark, moist caves, and if we think of fungus and we think of yeast, it grows and it thrives in a dark, moist environment, and that's exactly what the sinuses are. And that's why it's often overlooked in terms of treating chronic sinus infections, that it's actually has a Candida component to it as well. So that's why antibiotics are not always, as effective as what we would like them to be, because there's also an underlying chronic Candida issue. So something to think about, as well as a white coating on the tongue. So if this is something that you have experienced or you know somebody who has this, again, related to that oral thrush and that Candida issue. As well as, of course, the digestive issues. So gas and bloating, especially after eating, can very much be related to Candida. Another symptom of Candida is weight gain. So difficulty losing weight, but unexplained weight gain can be related to that yeast overgrowth. Also, when we talk about children, but adults as well, can experience ADD symptoms and ADHD because of the Candida and because of that normal, and healthy microbiome has lost its ability to break down food appropriately, and then that brain-gut connection is really important, and Candida can sort of offset this entire normal functioning imbalance in these areas, as well as itchy ears. So if you know someone, again, or if it's you who's always has your finger or a pencil or something in the ear, that can often be because of a chronic Candida issue, and it's a fungal thing, and that is causing that itchiness and that irritation. So some other symptoms when we talk about the mental emotional sphere related to symptoms of Candida can also include irritability and mood swings. Even anxiety and depression can all be related to Candida as well, because we know that the gut and the brain are definitely connected, so we want to do our best, again, to deal with that Candida, and this can really help us mentally and emotionally. As well as chronic joint pain, also skin issues and skin rashes can be related to Candida, and as I mentioned earlier, sensitivity to perfumes, because again, Candida gives off something called acetaldehyde, and perfumes are aldehydes, so when that Candida is giving off these aldehydes, we tend to react to those perfumes in our environment, and that's a telltale sign, and often that hidden common sign or symptom of that Candida infection, as well as body odor. Again, this can relate to our imbalance in our microbiome and can be related to Candida. So I hope to hear from you in the comments. I hope that you learned something new. If you have any questions about Candida, I'd love to hear from you. And also be sure to share this video. I also appreciate a big thumbs up. That's always great for me to see that. So if you're new here, welcome. And please make sure that you turn on the notifications by clicking all notifications when you click that bell so that you always get my newest and latest uploads that we upload every single day. And remember to always take good care of your health and do it naturally. Thanks for joining me today.